Hi, welcome to this new video tutorial. So today I'm going to show you how you can generate a student report PDF cards with QR codes which is linking to the student social media profile or any other link. So what we currently have is we'll have the student informations in one part, and then in the right side here we are going to have a QR code. So once you scan this one, it will be redirected to student social media page or whatever student profile, university profile, where we can get more detail about student informations. And yeah, in order to achieve this one, we are going to continue with this tutorial. This will be the continuations of this one, as I'm not going to repeat some of the stuff that I mentioned here in this tutorial. So please watch this one, and then once you watch this one, then you can continue with this new tutorial. So then in order to achieve what we are going to do now, we will create a new CPP file called student profile.cpp. So we call it student profile.cpp, and then in order to generate the QR code, we are going to make use of this library here. We are going to make use of this library here. So if I type here, so we go back to this link here. Then as we want to generate a CPP file, CPP program, so we are going to make use of this CPP library here, and inside here we are going to download both the CPP file. You click here, and then we are also going to do the same with HPP. We download both of them. So once it is downloaded, we can just come here and then copy both of them, these two. I just copy them and then come back now, and then we are going to put them inside our directory. So we have this QR code gen CPP, and then this QR gen .hpp files that we have added in our current directory. Then now we are able to use them. So in order to proceed now, same as we did before, we are going to make use of these headers. So I will take same thing as we have here. So let me just take this one. We take this one here, and then we are going to just put them here, same as before, but it's only that in addition to what we had before, we are going to add a new library here that we call QR code gen. Right, we need this one. So this new library here, we are going to add this, and then here we will make again use of this new namespace QR code gen. And then regarding the student database, we are not going to use this this file here, we are going to use a new JSON file that we call student profiles.jsons. So this one here is a new set of data that we are going to use now, and as a sample we have something like this one. We can see now we have the name, some subject like math, science, English, and here we have the profile which is linking to the student profile in the school portal. This one can be any link, any URL that you want or for your applications. So for now it's a case of a student profile, so we link, we put the link to that one. So here is our file which is saved as a database JSON file. Then once this one is correct, now we need to prepare a new structure. So if we come back here, we are going to add a new structure. Just pause and write there. So we have the name, math, science, English, and here we have the profile. And then here we have our callback functions, which is used in the PDF. So now we can add our integer main. So integer main, we have it. Here we have the brace. We return now 0. We return 0. Then now before doing anything, we need to write a function that will be used to draw the QR code onto the PDF page. So that function here is what we will define here. We call it draw QR. Let's call it draw QR code, which will receive the page header, and then so we have something like this one, but not exactly. So we just take this one. So here we have the page. You will also have let's go in order. We have X, you have Y, we have the comma. Then we also have here counts. Instead here you will have QR codes. We'll have something like this one, QR, and then we'll have finally float. Size. So here is how our functions will look like. You have the page, you'll have X, Y, you have the reference to our QR code, and then here we have the size. Then on that one is done. What we'll do is we'll get the number of modules in our QR code. So we get the number of modules in our QR code. Then next to that one, we are going to scale each module to a desired size. So we are going to scale each one to a desired size. So here we have the number of module in our QR code, and then here we just use this size that we will receive here divided by the number of modules. So doing this one, we get the scale of, we scale each module to desired size. Then once that one is done, now we loop through each module, each module of the QR code. So for here for integer, let's say row, we get something like this one. We have here, we have the rows, and then we also have the columns, right? So then if QR is a module, if QR module is dark, so here if the module is dark, then we are going to scale, we are going to draw it, to draw a small field square at a calculated position. So here is the rectangle, pass the page, the x coordinate times side, here is the x coordinate at this scale, and then y plus row at this scale. So blah, wait, so we have let's say we have let's make it step by step. Here is y here, and then so let's keep it this way. So here y plus row now here is going to be y QR size minus 1, then minus row at this scale, then we have the scale rectangle, we have x, y, width, and the height, x, y, yeah. So and then here we fill the page. So that is it for our functions. This is the most one of them, this is the main functions that we are going to use to draw represent each module in our PDF with a dark square or a black square. So once this one is done, now once this one is done, so what we have to do now is same as before, we can just quickly take this one. We need to load our JSON from our JSON data from the file. So same as before, we are going to load that, and then now we can continue here JSON objects to all the student data. So we can just take this one, but now instead of this one, I can just make it this one better, and student JSONs, same thing like here. Yes, this is an object. So here JSON JSON objects, here is the JSON objects that hold the student data, and then now we read JSON data into this variable. So we are just reading the JSON data that we have in our file. So here is it is here. We are going to pass this file name instead. We are reading this data now into the JSON objects. Then once this one is done, we have the list of students. Now we can iterate through all of them now and pass them to our student objects and push it into the list. So we have everything which is ready. Now we can now create our PDF documents. So same as before, we'll create here is our PDF documents. We can just take this one now. We take this one to here. We create if this empty, then we are just going to fill display the arrow. Then now now we are going to loop because now it's different, not like what we did before. Now we need to, because we are preparing now to have each student is going to, the card of each student is going to be alone in a single page. So in order to do that, we are going to loop through students. We need our for loops here to loop through all students. Now for each student, now we are going to create a page. We are going to create a page for each student. So for each student now, we create a page, we add a new page, then here is going to be A4 size, and then we set the font. Then now we can draw, we have to draw at the student name. Student name, yeah, so here same, we have to start at the top top left, 5800, same explanations that we had before. So here you are going to have so what do we have here? We are just going to display the student name here in capital above here, so we don't need to add name here. We can just remove this one and add only S name. Right, we just leave this one here. So we can continue now, draw the student grade. We begin with at the student grade now. So we begin with this one, and then now we have to adjust what do we have here? This font here, we can reduce it a bit smaller. Instead of 18 that we have for the student name, we have to make that smaller. So we can reduce the font. Now we begin the text. We begin the test here. Yeah, so we have this one. So we can have this one at 760 instead. Here at 740 and here at 720. Then we have math, science, English, and here is the page. Then on that one is done, we can continue now and generate the QR code for the student profile. So what do we have here? So what do we have? So here is the QR code profile. And then here is using low. Here is the profile. Then instead of the low here, you are going to use the medium. And then this one, the size of the QR code in point. So no QR code. Here is the page. Positions here is 400, 700 Q, and then the size that we are going to pass here to be 150. So we are just going to put it at these positions. Then once that one is done, once that one is done, now we can save our file. We can come now and save it. So we save our files and then PDF free resources. Then at the end we are just going to add report card for this successfully generated successfully. Then that is it. So for each student we are going to generate this card, and then at the end we can just return. So sorry, what we have here. Okay, then this one not for a student, that this one should be out of the loop, for loop, because you are going to save everything in a single document. It's going to be one document with 4 pages. And yeah, so that is it. And in addition to what we did before, now we also need to put a reference to our gen. So we can take this one here, and then if we come back here, we can add this one, and then QR. Yeah, so we need this one. So we need to put a reference to our QR code gen.cpp here, and I hope that it should be okay now. It should be okay now. Then if we run our file now, what will happen? Okay, we have some issues. We have some issues here. We have the font which is not defined. We have used a font which is not defined, and then also here so instead of, because we are outside the loop here, we can just remove this one. Cards generated successfully. This one should be good enough. Okay, this will be good enough. And then we also have the font, which should also have been defined. We forgot to define that. Declare it here before using. So should be corrected. The two things should be corrected now. And we still have this because we need to restart VS Code. If we restart VS Code, those errors will be gone. Okay, it's building, so it's successfully generated. We can see here our report cards. So if we go here now, reveal it, and now try to open this file, what do we have? So here is what we have here. So we have our report cards. You can see for Alison. If we go next, here we have Bob Smith, Charlie Brown, and Diana Prince. So if you scan this one with your mobile, this one would redirect you to the profile of this student here. So I hope that once more this tutorial has been useful to you. And as I say, this one can be changed or can be customized to different applications that use QR code and so on. So yeah, I hope this one has been useful to you. Then stay tuned for the next video. Bye.